This is not some little toy. This, if you've always wanted to, dreamed about having one of those big gas generators, you know, the ones that you could plug your fridge into, you could plug your washing machine into, so you still have all those appliances working, toasters, blenders, whatever it is, any, you know, your CPAP machines, fans, you know, you want to get one of those, but then you're like, yeah, but I don't want to put gas in it. Where am I going to put it? It needs a space in my garage. Let me introduce you to EcoFlow. This is the top of the line from them. It's called the Delta. All right, this is available to you at a very, very minimal supply. You can power up to 13 devices at once. Refrigerators, lights, fans. We even have a solar panel you can pick up today so you can go completely off the grid. Aerospace grade aluminum and high strength steel. This thing will last you forever. My favorite part about it is, you know, when you have a generator, you know what you still have to do? You gotta get gas. And it goes through gas very, very quickly. With this generator, which is clean electric, eco-friendly, all you do is plug it in to charge it up. It'll stay charged forever, plug it in, and when you need it, you use it as your power supply, all right? When you use up the power supply that's in this, you don't put gas in it. You simply bring it someplace where there's a power source, plug it in, and 80% charge time refilled in 1 hour. I've never heard of that before. Most of these you gotta charge for 24 hours to get back to full power. This will give you 80% of the power back in 1 hour, and it'll power anything. On the machine itself, you've got 6 regular outlets, right, like you have in your home. You've got multiple USBs. Yes, you can plug your router, your computers, all into this, all right? And it's charged through a simple cable. Medical devices, lights, 13 devices at the same time. Let me give you the lowdown. I know it's not a cheap item. This is one of those items could save your bacon in a hurricane, a storm, power outage. It's not cheap, but it's EcoFlow and it's worth the money. You don't have to come up with, it's on sale, it's $100 off. You don't have to come up with $12.99 all at once. You can break up the payments. Here's what I would do. If you have an HSN credit card, we'll take that $12.99 and we'll divide it by 12. So you'll have to come up with, what? It's $100 a month, $110 a month, and you will own this generator. Pay it off over the 12 months, you're good to go. Get an HSN credit card today, and it's a new card, you'll get $10 off. And thank you, Pat, my producer just did the math for me. $108 a month, it is worth it. Now you can sleep tight, sleep well, knowing that you've got a backup battery supply, and you don't have to put gas in it, you don't have to oil it, you don't have to pull start it. It doesn't smell up the whole neighborhood, it doesn't make noise. It's a perfect solution for folks out there. Is it for everybody? Maybe not. I know it's expensive. I'm buying one because I live in Florida and we have hurricanes here like all the time. And I've had my power out for days at a time. I need a backup plan. This is the way to do it. All right, I'm gonna take a breather because I'm passionate about this item. Here's my man, Justin Smith. He's gonna take you on a better tour of it. Welcome back to the show, buddy. I thought we had 100. We're down to 75. It's all we have left.
You know what, Guy? It's so smart of people to grab a hold of this, and I'm glad you brought up the point about breaking up the payments into 12 payments. This has a 2-year warranty on it, right? No other generator is going to give you that, so you're going to be able to get through plenty of hurricane, tornado, winter seasons and know if this works for you, right? Because we're giving you that 2-year warranty. And think about nowadays, we've all been without power, whether it's been for, 5 minutes or, 15 days, right? And we don't want to feel that stress anymore. And you don't have to anymore with EcoFlow to feel that distress, because you know what? We're going to give you the ability to go ahead and power everything in your house. It's going to give you that whole home solution, like you said, Guy, without any gas, without any oil. And think about it, if a hurricane does come through, my thoughts and prayers are with everybody in Texas and Hawaii. There's Gustavo out in the Caribbean right now. If you're not prepared, now is the time to think about getting prepared. But many of us, we're going to be forced to shelter in place. So whether it's a grid down situation, the pandemic lockdowns, hurricanes, natural disasters worldwide, this is going to be what you are going to want to power everything in your house. I'm talking full-size stainless steel fridges for up to 15 hours.
Wow.
I'm talking not your lights and fans and phones and things like you have on your desk there. There are other smaller battery-powered generators that will charge those things for a couple hours, but the EcoFlow Delta is going to be at one button press. Watch this, and right there, did you hear that? One button press, no pull crank, no gas, no oil. It's only 30 pounds, so it's completely portable. I'm going to be able to power my 65-inch TV, my toaster. I'm cooking up some eggs this morning here for you, guy. I got eggs on my cooktop burner here. Let me pull it over so you can see that. I got my scrambled eggs going. I got my coffee maker going. I'm going to be able to make over 50 cups of coffee, guy. 50 cups of coffee, 100 slices of toast. I've got my space heater back there. Get this. Not just for the natural disasters. Hold on. I had to clean out the brain fog. Not just for the natural disasters, but also, get this, guy, for what if you're RVing, if you're camping, and you got that big 5,000 BTU HVAC, that AC unit on top of your RV or your camper. This is going to run that for up to 7 hours, 2 hours straight or 7 hours on a cycle to get you real air conditioning, not a fan, but real air conditioning, a 1,500-watt space heater. I got my blender. And one last thing, just to show you how powerful this is, I'm plugging everything in live on air so you know it'll work when you get home. On the back of here, you'll see, I don't know if you can see these right here, but these are your 6-prong wall outlets. These are your grounded. So what I have here is a microwave, right? A 1,000-watt microwave. That is a heavy-duty 3-prong grounded outlet. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in so you can see, guy. I got my oatmeal ready to go here. So let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and turn this on. Okay, let's get my oatmeal going in here because I'm cooking for us. I got breakfast going. Let's go ahead. Boom. Got my oatmeal going. Got my eggs going. Got my coffee going. I'm cooking breakfast. I mean, I got everything going, and it's not just lights and fans and phones. It's all of those big power-sucking devices.
Right, and you're not suffering at all with your full-course breakfast there and your various other things.
No!
You're doing well. Well, listen, you know, and I learned this from an early age from my dad. You know, and we talk about it here when we talk about our packaged food, our dehydrated food that we offer. You know, my dad was a big proponent of putting water aside. He always had 12 gallons of water in the basement, and me and my brother used to make fun of him all the time. You know, we're never going to drink that. What a waste! Until we had a water shortage, and he was the smartest guy in town. But it's a little bit of preparation ahead of time. Yes, I know this is expensive. I'm not gonna hide that fact, but anything worth having is worth paying for. You are gonna be able to have power. You're gonna be able to put on your fans. You're gonna be able to plug in your refrigerator. You're gonna be able to plug in your computer, your big screen TV, your coffee machine, things you can't live without. I know you can live without that stuff, but you need food and water, right? This is gonna help you to prepare that. And so let me get back to my point. What my dad would say is, he goes, you know what? In a rough situation, you can survive or you can thrive, which is why he had a fridge full of meat downstairs, freezer full of meat. You know, he had all this stuff put away because, you know, he grew up very, very poor, and he knew what it was like to live without, and he never wanted to repeat that, especially in a storm. But that's when we're all, you know, it's funny. I don't care what level you're at, in how much money you make, or where you live, all that stuff. In a power failure, guess what? Every man and woman for themselves, we're all trying to get through it on the same level. None of our stuff works, right? And we're sitting there, we're like, okay, I need the basics. I'd like to have a warm meal, you know, especially if it's gonna be 8 to 10 to 12 hours of just nothing. I'd like to still be able to cook something. I'd like to be able to stay cool. I don't wanna have to empty out my fridge and freezer because the power's shut down for 10 hours. I wanna be able to keep it there. Yeah, because we all know that's a pain in the butt, you know, when you got to do all that stuff. And here's the unit itself. It's very easy to figure out and read. There's an LCD screen in the front, a big, beautiful screen that gives you the power that is available, what's left. On the other side is where all your regular plugs are. And I'll turn it around. I don't want to get you going here. There's your regular, these are plugs like you got at your house, right? And then you got USBs, you got a carport in there. You told me you could even charge your electric car with this thing.
Absolutely. You can charge your electric car. I mean, you know, I don't have a Tesla, but you can plug your Tesla into it and get an extra 10 miles down to the road next to the next power station. And guy, real quick, just so you guys at home can see how easy this is when you get it home. There's no gas, there's no oil, there's no priming the engine, changing the fuses like you would on a big high-powered gas generator, which, by the way, the last one I had was less powerful than this. It was a 2,200 watt gas powered generator. This surges to over 3,300 watts. And those are tricky setup. When you get the EcoFlow DELTA home, you're going to get this quick start guide right on top of it here. Look at that. Look how thin it is. There's not a bunch of directions. It's a 3-step process. 1, plug it in. Two, make sure you turn it on. It's that one button press right here on the front. I'll show you again if you can see it, all my cords there. But it's one button press here, and you're going to see that screen light up. There we go. That screen's going to light up there. It's going to tell you how much power you have left, a little fuel gauge, but it's not fuel. Fuel meaning battery, the wattage in and the wattage out. And that's as easy as it is. This is aerospace aluminum chassis. It's as rugged as any tool in the shed. You've got a couple little computer fans like you used to have in your fan, the fans in your computer at home. A couple here to keep it cool. It's not going to overheat. By the way, if a gas generator overheats and blows a fuse, good luck going and getting one of those from Home Depot in the middle of a pandemic or a storm or something like that. Like I said, 13 things at the same time, 1,800 watts with a 3,300 watt surge. That is enough to power your AC, your cooktops, your microwave, your 65-inch TV. The directions could not be super simple. Plus, get this, guy, if I wanted to take it up a notch and quadruple the amount of things I can plug in, I can plug in my power strip right here. Just a normal power strip. Many of you have these sitting around at home.
Yeah.
And look at this. All of these AC wall outlets, it's going to then quadruple those 6 wall outlets on the back here. Look around your house. Virtually anything you can plug in around your house, you can plug into the back of the EcoFlow DELTA and go ahead and take it up a notch with 5 or 6 more plugs.
Let me update everybody, okay? We have about 5 dozen left. Actually, no, we have 4 dozen remaining if you want to get it. $108 a month for 12 months, and you will have a powerful generator. Everybody should have one if they can afford it. If you can afford the $100 a month, I'm telling you, it's a worthwhile. You got 30 days to look at it and try it out and test it. And here's the other thing too. Even if you use it for your camping. I mean, I love going backpacking and hiking and camping, you know, and RVing. I mean, it'd be perfect for that. But remember, and and by the way, if you've got parents that are seniors or grandparents, you know that power failures are much harder on them, especially when you can't get around. And you want your coffee machine. Maybe they got a CPAP machine. Maybe they've got something that, you know, cleans the whatever, the medical device, something like that. You need to have power. And you don't need a little baby generator. You need one that's really going to kick in. That's what this does. Your big screen TVs, your fans, your air conditioners, your refrigerator, full size for hours and hours and hours with the refrigerator, which is, sometimes that's what gets you through. I mean, if your refrigerator is off for 6 or 8 hours, you gotta throw the stuff out, right? You can't leave it in there at room temperature. So think about the money you throw away that you would have to do with that, but you don't have to do that anymore. I'll give you the last about 15 seconds there. Go ahead, Justin.
I brought even power tools, guy. How many those small battery power generators can do power tools? Look at this. And how often is my wife going to let me bring a leaf blower inside?
No, thanks. Poor Valerie. Valerie's trying to sleep.
She's asleep right now. My dog's going nuts in the back. One more second here. I've also got a power tool. Check this out, a 900-watt power drill.
Awesome.
I love it.
Saws, all sorts of great stuff.
Justin, you are the man. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for getting up early with us. Love the product. I'll see you again soon. Say hi to Val. 704-599 if you want to pick it up. I've literally got about 3 dozen remaining. So if you want one, try it out. You're going to love it. You'll sleep better at night knowing you got a powerful generator. Hey, a couple